This is something I never experienced in my 7 years of professional baseball, even when I was up to the mid and upper 90s. But as I trained to throw 100, I encountered an issue to where I had some forearm tightness and a little bit of pain. And I got it checked out and there was nothing wrong with it. But as I came back, I started to realize that my velocity had decreased. And I was trying to figure out why, and I was looking at my mechanics and seeing if something was wrong. Was it my back leg? Was it how I was rotating? How my upper body was working? Was it my power production? Did that go down? And what I didn't realize was the brain was actually guarding my arm. See, the brain needs to feel safe and comfortable to throw at a hard intent. And so if you have some timidness in your arm or even any part of your body, then it's going to try to guard that so that we don't get injured, right? And that's what I was falling into. And so to combat that, once my arm started to feel really good, my velo was still down, I started to incorporate these two things to help with my brain to feel comfortable throwing at hard intents. And the first one was to slowly start incorporating underload balls. Now, I do a lot of plyo balls. I've done them my whole career and I hadn't really thrown them very hard. And so as I started to incorporate the yellow plyo ball, the gray plyo ball, and started to throw those at higher intents, my brain started to feel like, okay, if I can throw a gray ball at high intent, then I'll be fine throwing a baseball. Same as something like a pull down. If I'm able to pull down at a hard intent, then my brain will feel like, okay, if we can pull down, which is at a higher velocity than what I'd be able to throw off the mound, then I'll be able to throw hard off the mound. As I started to slowly incorporate these things, my velocity started to increase. And so the big lesson here is that if your velo is decreasing, it's not always your mechanics or your force production or your lifting. It might just be that your brain isn't comfortable with throwing hard. And so you need to reassure the brain that it's okay to throw hard to get that velocity to creep back up.